Hello, I'm Dan, Sales Manager at Tilo White & Sons Suzuki in Effingham. I'm here to show you around the Suzuki Vitara. This particular one we have here in the showroom is in the bluish black pearl finish. A lot more black in it than blue. Very, very dark blue if it was. Really nice colour in the metallic paint. The Vitara itself, you can see it from my little signpost next to me. This particular one's a 61 kilowatt. We'll get about 264 miles of charge. Has the all grip feature as an option as well on these. So yeah, I would like to go through some of the features with you. The one in here is the Ultra 2-wheel drive. So this has the top range of the 264 miles. If you go for the all grip, there's a little bit less there, but not a huge amount. They come with a lot of features as standard now. So you have, even on the motion range, you'll have the keyless entry system. You'll have the Apple CarPlay Android Auto system. Loads of the safety features like the blind spot monitoring. So loads of features there. They've kept the brand name on Vitara, proud of the heritage of the four-wheel drive systems, and very sort of similar sort of SUV looking rugged design that Suzuki is known for. Okay, so with the SUVs in Suzuki's history, such as the Jimny, Vitara, S-Cross, there's a great history in SUV motoring from Suzuki, all tried and tested, and now to have an electric one on that range is really great. The vehicle itself looks fantastic, all this really nice rugged design on the outside, with this protection layer and across the bottom here as well. The wheels look absolutely great, the 19-inch alloys that you get on the Ultra with this finish. The 18s look very, very similar. Still great styling, just not that same quite size on the alloy wheel. Charging point here at the front, nice and easy to access. In regards to the charging ports, so we have a little Ohmi demonstrator in our showroom. Although these don't come with the vehicle, they do have a subsidised offer through Ohmi. So at just $925 to have a home charger installed, that is still an option with these, alongside the £1,000 contribution and 0% finance. So the offers are really strong. And I believe currently on the market on a PCP is cheapest monthly payment as well, like for like, which is great. We're very lucky to have that. So if I maybe go inside the vehicle, show you through a few of the features. So just starting it so I can demonstrate a few of the things to you. You can already hear in the background faintly, perhaps the mic doesn't pick it up, but there is a heat pump that kicks in. Heat pump is great to minimise the impact on your range in the winter months, and also helps maintain that battery. Helps with conditioning and things. If you've got the Suzuki Connect app, you can precondition the battery and warm it up before you get in the car, which is great. The car itself now features this, it's quite new to us, you've got the digital dashboard and the media unit all combined in a single unit. Really nice modern looking thing. As much as touch screens are great, they've also kept buttons. How many people come in here and go, oh, you've still got buttons for climate control? It seems to be a real winner, which is great. The Ultra here has the wireless charging unit just down here, which works really nicely. If you go for the Motion, it's still a nice little storage area, just not a charger, but still a nice little place to put your phone. Giveaway in the center console, this is not the all grip, this is the 2-wheel drive. You've got the snow option rather than the trail mode for the full 4-wheel drive features. The snow mode will just help you with a little bit more traction. The gear stick selector is a brand new design, so a lot of our existing customers coming into these need a little bit of a training session, but literally just pop that down over into drive or reverse, and it's a nice, quick and easy way of going through them. This button here you've got is your brake regeneration, so you can turn that on for the different levels. You can see it gives you a little indicator here on the dash, the little green marks. That's now currently on the number 2 setting, which is the mid setting for the regeneration. Very quick and easy button to turn that on and off, which is great. If I go through the feature, you've got your home screen here. You can actually program a background onto these through the Suzuki Connect app, rather than having to use the Apple CarPlay Android Auto system as well. If you just want to use this one, you can have a background set in there on your menus. You've got setting menus and a few other bits here. You've got EV settings built into this as well for regeneration boost levels and for your charging settings. Okay, so you can have charger timing, so you can set what times you want the EV to kick in. If you want to time it for out of hours or off-peak charging times with your current tariff, current charge, and traction battery temperature. So nice things to monitor the EV there, obviously all specific to the EV. You've got the vehicle settings, door lock, tyre pressures, lights, wipers, loads of additional features. It's quite a smooth menu to go through. It's quite nice. Built-in sat-nav as well. Obviously, we always recommend Apple CarPlay, Android Auto here for your sat-navs because they're just more advanced, but to have a built-in one is still nice anyway. Dashboard in the center. If you go through your different modes and menus, you can. There's some personalization with that. You can set have your maps show up on there as well, and a few other features. It's a nice display for the audio when the CarPlay kicks in. So there's a few little things that can come up on there. Just gives it a really lovely modern feel. Yeah, the design of the car itself, I'll just take you through that a little bit. The seats are really nice and comfortable with this center fabric piece and the black leatherette outer section. This lovely large armrest here in the center and cup holders in the middle gives you a real nice feel of space inside the cabin, and tons of legroom. It's a nice spacious car. You've got the sunroof at the top, or panoramic roof I suppose, the glass roof at the top just to lighten up the cabin a little bit. Shutter does close if you don't want the glass roof there. Just gives a little bit more light on the inside. Just showing you the back of the vehicle here. Just pop my head round. You've got the little rear seat bench here which comes forwards and backwards. So this gives you seating with additional boot space at the same time. So that flexibility, which you've had in the Ignis previously, to have that in a larger vehicle like this, it really helps the transition from the boot in this, from the perhaps previous models. The Vitara and the S-Cross have very large boots. You lose a bit of that here, but they've really countered that nicely with the sliding seats feature. Showing you the boot of the car, you can see where they've got these plates down to allow for that sliding seat. These are really nicely reinforced, so when you do pull those seats forward, there's still a really nice, flat, solid base that they can sit on. Underneath is a nice little storage compartment. You can fit your charging cable in here, in this center section here. And on the sound system side of things, as a giveaway, you've got the Infinity sound system in the Ultras. Really nice system on these. So we also have in our showroom for display the splendid silver metallic. This colour and the Lamb Breeze green both have a different interior option, which is why I like to show these. So if I show you inside, you can see the slight difference in the centre trim and on the bolster, and on the armrest you have this tan leather just to break up the black a little bit, and it works really quite nicely. I mean, in terms of internal lighting, you do have ambient lighting, which you can see just a touch there on the side of the doors, but in the footwells as well, and you can personalize that for coloring as well. So a little bit of adaptation, but for those that don't want that all black interior, this breaks it up nicely. So a couple of options, which is nice. Actually, just remind me while I'm sat here, a feature I'm really quite pleased that they've introduced is the automatic folding wing mirrors. Suzuki have never had that before, so when you lock and unlock the car, they fold in and out. It seems like a thing that's on a lot of modern cars now, but we're excited now to have that in our vehicles as well, which is great. I suppose maybe it's good to point out the differences as well. I know I've got a lot of Ultras in the showroom rather than the Motions. So I mentioned before, you don't get the wireless charging unit in the Motions. It's 18-inch alloys rather than 19 inches. It's a full cloth interior, and they are all in that black cloth interior. So no brown cloth options, unfortunately, or fortunately, I suppose. But yeah. You also get the reverse camera and parking sensors rather than a 360-degree parking camera that you get in the Ultra, and the increased Infinity sound system on the Ultra doesn't come in the Motion. They have the standard sound system in there, but still plenty good if you're not that into high-end sound systems and stuff. The Motion comes with pretty much everything you need anyway. You have, like I say, reverse camera, parking sensors, radar cruise control, blind spot monitoring system, all of those safety features alongside the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And I think I'd say that it's going to be good enough for a good 75% of people, particularly when Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, so much of a usage of the car now is done through your media screen and everything else. The range stays the same, so you get 61 kilowatts in the Motion as well as in the Ultra. There is a 49 kilowatt option available, but they are sort of very minimal in terms of what we do. Most people go for the 61 kilowatt for that range. You sacrifice a lot of range with the smaller battery. And I think that's just about everything. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you tolerated me for long enough, and you found it informative. Thank you very much for watching.